Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Chris. I am the lead singer for Mercury Red. Didn't always start out as a singer. I originally wanted to be a guitar player. Started playing guitar when I was 12 years old. Always loved country music when I was a kid, and what the songs were about. I think that core songwriting ability was ingrained in me at that point in time as a kid. One of my buddies had a Stratocaster, and he was playing Leonard Skinner songs one day, and I thought that was so cool. So I wanted a guitar, bought a guitar, learned the whole country southern rock thing like every newcomer does. Started transitioning into rock music and just fell in love with alternative music and the heavier side of things, heavy rock music. So as a guitar player, I didn't really think about songwriting too much. I just thought it was cool to play guitar, right? So got into that, and when I got in my first band, I realized nobody could write a song, so I kind of had to pick that up from the beginning. If we wanted to play a song, nobody knew how to do it, so I was going to be the one that had to write it if I wanted it done. And that's carried with me through all the bands I've played with. I take it upon myself to say, I'll get this done. You leave that to me. I'll take care of it. So going through the years, played in a lot of bands. In my teenage, high school years, wrote a lot of sad and angry songs. Had a really cool run. Played a lot of stuff in Nashville, some big time shows in Nashville. Gibson Showcase was one of those, 12th and Porter. And all of a sudden, our singer was in a car accident and couldn't sing anymore. And that devastated me because music had always been my outlet, and these were my friends who I saw every single day, and I didn't know what to do. So I did the only thing I knew to do. I wrote songs. And one day it just hit me, I've got to learn how to sing. And I practiced and I practiced and I practiced and I practiced, and it was terrible. But I finally learned that I could do this. I could do this if I really tried. And so I joined up with a band called Offset, who, as many of you may know, did a really good job around the Nashville area. Saw some moderate success, and slowly turned into Mercury Red. So here we are. So the question I always get asked is, how did you come up with the name Mercury Red? Well, I'll tell you. So I like documentaries, like the really weird documentaries like Aliens and Bigfoot and all that kind of crazy stuff. And they were talking one time on this documentary about an element that was used to power some kind of hypothetical time machine, and it was called Red Mercury. I was like, oh, that's a cool name. That's kind of like red mercury in a thermometer, right? That's kind of cool. Thermometers tell temperature, and I feel like that's what our music does. It's kind of a temperature gauge of what's going on in society. The things that we're writing about generally tend to be about what's going on in the world, whether it be social stuff, relationship type stuff that's in the news, stuff that's going on in our families. That's where we tend to pull from, is our experiences. And I thought, red mercury takes the temperature of the room, right? So that's what we do, and it just sounded cool. But I didn't like red mercury, so I just flipped the words around to Mercury Red, and then we had a band name. So what is Mercury Red? Mercury Red to me is a way for us to write catchy music with a solid story, with some meaning and some emotion that can touch other people's lives. That's my goal when I write a song, is to get something out of me and get it into somebody else's hands, and maybe it affects them some way for the better. That's my goal when I write songs for Mercury Red. spend a lot of time talking about politics, or relationships, or anything social, I think is not off limits with Mercury Red. We want to touch on the sensitive subjects in our lives because we live them every day. So we just try to tap into what's important to people as best we can. To me, the point of Mercury Red would be, in its purest form, songwriting, telling a story. If we can tell a story, express a feeling, and with every song that we do, and tell a different story with each song, to me, that's what would make Mercury Red special, and does make Mercury Red special. The guys have their own thing that they bring to the table. You know, Michael's very in the pocket. He can feel the fluidity of the song and what it needs in any given moment. Jason, he's in the pocket right there with him. He never misses a beat. You know, he's the driving force behind a lot of what we do, in that he's kind of the slave driver, as I like to say, but he keeps us on task and going full speed ahead at all times. John, the new guy, brilliant guitar player, has a great feel for the songs, what they need, when to back off. Sometimes the greatest trait of a guitar player is knowing when not to play. You know, guitar players always want to be the loudest. They always want to be the most out front. And John he fits right in the pocket and knows what the song needs and puts it there. So here's my sales pitch to you guys. Check us out on social media. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Reverb Nation. We've got videos up. We've got music up. We've got pictures up. We've got a live stream that we do from time to time. All of our shows are listed on all of those sites. Check us out. If you don't like it, that's cool. I think you'll enjoy it. We've got a little something from everybody, from the 70-year-old that likes a particular thing to the 18-year-old that likes a particular thing. And I think that's one thing that makes us special, is that we can kind of relate to everybody. So check it out. Let us know what you think. More importantly, come to shows. Come see us. Come say hi. Add us on social media. We'll reach out to you. If you say hi, we'll talk to you. Come see us at a show. We want to meet you. We'll talk to you. Learn a little bit about you, what you like, what you don't like, what are we doing good, what are we doing bad, and help us. Come be a part of the family, and help us grow and become more successful. So check us out.